Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for a brand new F1 2018 video here on our F1 2018 KIMI with the Haas F1 team. It's time for episode 2 here in Bahrain, but before we kick off this episode I want to announce something wrong that happened in this episode. It's the fact that we're still on Legendary AI, and that's due to the fact that I didn't find a way to change it before I went to Bahrain. But don't worry, I've already recorded China and I'm on Ultimate AI 105 difficulty. So before this episode, let's just mention the fact that all the practice programs went perfectly, apart from the qualifying pace test one, which was just a pass, and the fuel management one, if I'm correct. But yeah, without further ado guys, and further to say, let's just go on to qualifying and see how well we can do here in Bahrain. As you can see, time for Q1 on a set of soft tires, and I've been receiving comments about I've been receiving not comments, messages from friends and stuff that tell me to use the soft tires onto Q2, but I still think that the car is not really capable of managing to go through to Q3 with a set of softs. But you know, through to Q2 with a set of soft tires, I think it's gonna be just about fine. So why not use the soft tires and let all the super softs do the job for Q2 and Q3. And as you can see, that's a pretty bad lap time. We're even behind Ericsson, so I need to go for another one on the set of soft tires. You know, a slight lock up into turn 1, but I think that's not really going to affect us that much. But going through the final corner now, third gear into the final corner, slight loss of the back end, and across the finish line now to set 1 minute 30 dead. And that was pretty much, as you may have already acknowledged, that was pretty much enough to get us through onto Q2. You know, we were 11th and only 3 tenths behind our teammate who has set a lap on the super soft tires. As for the ones who haven't passed on through to Q2, it's Marcus Ericsson, Pierre Gasly and Brendan Hartley, and 2 Williams. So it seems like the Toro Rossos and the Williams have the worst cars on the field, and there's always one Sauber going through to Q2, either Ericsson or Charles Leclerc. But we've also seen Brendan Hartley going through to Q2 and Pierre Gasly. So the worst team on the field is Williams, so they need to up their game, these guys, and be a little bit more competitive. You know, go up the midfield. But as for me, I feel like I'm in an incredible team right now, a team that has the potential to even win races this season, and that's what I wanted for this career. You know, I want to be competitive straight from the beginning, and you know, probably go into a slower team as the season progresses. You never know. But this is Q2. This is my first lap onto Q2. Already second position, a 129.2, and that was enough to put me through to Q3. Both me and my teammate. You know, 5th for Kevin, 6th for me. It was a strong qualifying Q2 session for both the Haas cars, who actually, yeah, I was in a bit of a doubt. You know, I thought either me or Kevin would be left out of Q2 or of Q3, but you know, we threw to Q3, both of us, and that's due to the fact that Sainz is eliminated. Both the Force Indians, Stoffel Van Dorn and also Charles Leclerc, surprisingly up in 12th position. So good result for Charles Leclerc. As for us, both the Haas are through in Q3, and now setting our first lap, as you can see on Q3. Not a really good lap, a 129.4 was on my Q2 lap. Then I went out with a brand new set of super soft tires, tried to improve my lap time because I was just 9th ahead of my teammate. I felt like I had a lot of potential in the car to improve my time and my performance, and that's what I did right here. As you can see a slight improvement, slightly around wide here and there, but around the final corner we're going to be somewhere around a 5 tenths improvement, a 4 tenths improvement on this lap, and it's probably going to put us on the 129 dead. And there you have it, 129 dead, and that's going to put us in 6th position overall, 1 second behind the provisional poleman right now. But I was going to set another one because the tire still had some life in them, and I was already 1/10 up onto the first sector, and I was like, okay, we got to do this lap and improve our lap time just a little bit. You know, gain one more position or so and get ourselves as high as possible onto the grid. And you can see we had a little bit of traffic, but that didn't prevent me from setting a good lap time with only 1 minute remaining for the end of the qualifying session. But as you can see, an improvement of almost 2.70 tenths there. Now it dropped down to 2 tenths because of a bad exit onto the penultimate corner. Now onto the final corner. A bit of a mistake here because I shifted down to 3rd gear. That costed me some time, and it was actually an improvement of 2 tenths at the end of the lap and a great 5th position. Unfortunately, there was still time for the top runners to complete the lap, and you know, that costed us just as much as you're going to see right now. It was just about 7th position, you know, top of the midfield again. And what I've got to say is that we are only some thousandths of a second behind Kimi Raikkonen, and some only like 2 tenths behind Max Verstappen. So expect me, when I turn this to Ultimate, to be closer to the midfield than to the top runners. But good qualifying session, 7th position it is for Bahrain. Let's do this.
The curtain rises once more then on the desert stage of Sakir as the players take their places for the opening act. Will they enthrall us like they did in 2014 with that titanic battle between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton? Well, we'll find out shortly as we get underway here in Bahrain. We go racing today around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to ask you about Fernando Alonso. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
I think that we're talking about Fernando Alonso, but in all honesty, he's not really driving a car that could fight for the win, you know. So it's normal for him to be down there. I mean, he could still fight for the points, but as for us, P7 here in Bahrain, and the strategy seems pretty legit to me. You know, just a 2-stop, a normal 2-stop. I think with the midfield teams that are below the top 10, they could even go for the 1-stop, you know. Start on the softs and then probably go for sort of mediums. But I mean, that's always going to be the case on this game and in Formula 1 in general, you know. There are always going to be those cars below the top 10 that are going to be on probably a less stop than you. But I mean, we need to rely on our pace and forget about those cars. I mean, if we are worrying about those cars, then also Red Bull and Mercedes should worry about them, and even Kimi, who's just right in front of me. But enough talking right now. It's time for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's now 5 lights, and it is lights out, and away we go. We get off to a great start, same as Kimi Raikkonen right here, who is actually now going to go on the inside line, and oh my god, he's going for a dive on board the Mercedes. He cuts turn 1 there. And is he going to get in position to the Mercedes now? I'm not really sure about that, but I think he's now up into 4th position. As for Ross, we followed the path of Kimi Raikkonen, and we've taken advantage from his dive bomb, and now we're up into 2nd position, right behind Sebastian Vettel, who's currently leading the Grand Prix, and he has already built a good 1.7 gap from me. Whilst I'm still struggling with the tires here. Kimi Raikkonen seems pretty hungry for some moves here, pretty greedy, you know, trying around the outside of me, but I'm not going to be an easy opponent for him. This time I'm not going to give up positions so easily. Instead, I want to fight for my positions right now, because, you know, we're here from the beginning of the race. Like, into turn 1 we were 2nd, so better hold on to those positions. Lap 3, and already you can see Kimi Raikkonen is going to try and have a look up my inside right here. We're going to try and squeeze him to the inside line, try and compromise his exit through turn 1, and I don't know if that worked, but I mean, we've still got We've still got him here, and it's Kimi Räikkönen now going to try another move into turn 4 now. Kimi Räikkönen up the inside, later on the brakes than me. I'm going to try and keep it steady around the outside with a better exit, and we're going to maintain second position for the time being. It's incredible to see a Haas onto second position, defending from the Ferraris and the Mercedes, as the gap from the midfield is quite a lot at the moment. But Kimi Räikkönen just bumped onto my rear wing there. I don't know what was he thinking, but I also had the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas or Lewis Hamilton, I don't know who was that, on my outside. But there I cut this turn 2, and I'm gonna give the position back to Räikkönen. I'm gonna lift off the throttle there because that was unfair, and we're gonna give the position back to Kimi. But are we going to regain a position from Kimi? I'm not really sure. At least we're not gonna get him now. Probably on the next lap if we stay close to him. I have a good run through here, going for the dive bomb into turn number 7, I think it is, and that was an incredible move completed onto Kimi Räikkönen. In all honesty, that might have just destroyed my tires, but I feel like I've just completed one of the best moves in my entire Formula 1 career here, and probably a move to remember on this game. But for the time being, Kimi is still really like stuck onto my back, and he goes up the inside, and also Hamilton goes around the outside. It is going to be a double move for Hamilton or Kimi, and none of them overtook me. None of them can overtake me yet. Is Kimi now going to make it? Up the inside it goes again into turn number 4. He's going to stick it this time to the inside line, is he? I'm still on the outside line, side by side with Kimi Räikkönen, the Iceman. And we're just about going to say goodbye to Kimi here. We're still ahead of both Kimi, Hamilton. We're maintaining our position. We're defending very well, but now it's time to let off the throttle, go into the pit stops for a set of soft tires, because let's just admit it, we've just destroyed those super soft tires, and it's time for a pit stop here. And I think that it's Kimi, Bottas and Max Verstappen, it's actually Dan Ricciardo who are pitting. So let's just see, is our pit stop good enough to stay ahead of these guys into the pit stop? Yes, it is, just about ahead of Kimi Räikkönen in 2.6 pit stop. Good job there from the Haas F1 team. So yeah, really good job there from the pit box, who is putting me ahead of Kimi Räikkönen and the guys that we were trying to stay ahead of for the time being. And as you can see, I was conserving a little bit of ERS and also fuel. But now we have dropped down to 16th position behind even Pierre Gasly. So I don't really know what to expect right now. As you can see, a lot of people have pitted, and now I'm gonna go for a move on Pierre Gasly, who he's driving very slowly for some reason. His tires have fallen off a cliff here, because it's lap 7 and he's still on a set of super soft. So I don't really know what is he thinking right now. But there you go. I think Van Dorn is one of the people who is probably on a one stop. I'm not really sure, but I think Van Dorn is probably on a one stop, and he's gonna try and take this till the end, that set of soft tires, as at the same time Lewis Hamilton goes up my inside, and I'm gonna try and get him around the outside. Not really possible. He defended very well there as he made the move stick. Didn't give me any space to attack him again from the outside line. So at the same time, Valtteri Bottas is gonna try and do the same and get me up the inside. Is he gonna complete the move? I run slightly wide, side by side through the fast right and left handers. He's still there, and now we just about backed off, and we're still in 7th position for the time being. But if we want to be inside the points, we got to stay ahead of those top teams, because the midfield is probably going to gain some positions with a one-stop strategy. As Valtteri Bottas there defends pretty well. I think I've made contact with him, slight contact, and that's gonna compromise my run and give Bottas the position. And also Kimi has a better run than both of us, and he's gonna go up the inside of Valtteri Bottas. It was almost a 3 wide move there into turn 1. Kimi Räikkönen is still on my outside. Is he gonna complete the move there? Yes, he's a double move for Kimi Räikkönen done into turn 1. He's now up into P7, but we're not done yet. The ERS deployment is on high, and we're gonna try and come on, oh my, we've got damage. We've got damage on the front wing after I just there. Oh my god, that was a risky move, and I pay the risk here. Slight damage onto the front wing. You can already see the loss of downforce we have right now. As Dan Ricciardo is trying to complete a move around the outside into it. That was a tough move there. Ricciardo tried to pull out to pull off, but he's not gonna make it, and that's gonna be a visual safety car now. I think that's probably because Ricciardo ran wide there, but KIMI there. I took the risk and tried to overtake KIMI. That's a mistake there by me. It's gonna cost me a template on my front wing. You can see I've got a loss of downforce there, and I'm not gonna be good at the exit of the corners, and probably we will need to fix that, to repair that on my next pit stop. And our Bottas, easy move done from the Finnish driver there. I'm gonna try and go up the inside again. No chance for that. Just went in there for the video, you know, for the sake of the video. Let's just try and be fighty, I said at the beginning, but you know, with that damage on the front wing, I think that's not gonna be too easy to be done. And Nico Hulkenberg is gonna get me. He runs just a little bit too wide into the final corner, and that's gonna compromise his run. It's gonna give me back the position now. I've also got the DRS there. At the same time, Verstappen is trying to overtake me up the inside. Is he going to achieve that? Late on the brakes by the Dutch. Well, he surprisingly backs out of it, and Magnussen, now my teammate, is up into 10th position, so pretty good for him, as he's now trying to... Verstappen is trying to attack me, and also Magnussen from the outside is trying to attack me into turn 1 again. Huge lockup by me. Magnussen, I think he rode the curb there, so that's why he lost a lot of speed there, and we got back 9th position, so we're still in the points. Don't forget that, we're still in the points. And you know, we're still fighting for them points. As Verstappen now gets a better run again, side by side, is gonna be with me. It's pretty close. He gets the position. Oh my god, I think we didn't make contact. And Verstappen now has completed the move. Insane move by Max Verstappen there. I think we made slight contact, not that much of contact there, and he went back up the inside of me. Very aggressive there by Max, as he completes the move for 9th position. And at the same time, you can see a Sauber and a 4 CDR pitting, and Nico Hulkenberg has gone up the inside of me. Oh, I've locked up both my front wheels. That's always bad to see. We kept the position, but Hulkenberg is still there. He's still holding up there. He makes contact with me, pushes me wide off the circuit there. And is he gonna make it up the inside? Nico Hulkenberg. I'm gonna try and maintain my position from the outside line. I think that's not gonna be possible, because Hulkenberg has just completed a move, a beautiful move there by the German in the Renault. And my tires, I think, are falling off a cliff nice and slowly there, as Kevin Magnussen is also trying to overtake me. And if there's one driver that I don't really want to hold up, is my teammate, because I'm trying to play fair and square here. I've let my teammate through because I think he's got the speed to even overtake Nico Hulkenberg. So, you know, I trust him. He's been my teammate for 3 seasons now. This is the 3rd one. We've been teammates in Renault for 2 years. And talking about Renault, we just made a move on Nico Hulkenberg, who is driving the Renault, but he's still on my inside line. Let's see if I can pull off that move. Yes, I've done that, and we're now back up to 7th position. So pretty good thing for me to be back up to 7th, you know, behind my teammates. So feeling ensued about those points as I go into the pit stops now for my last pit stop, a set of medium tires. And I'm wondering where exactly are we gonna be in when we come out, because don't forget we've also got to change our front wing, so it's not gonna take a lot of time. It's not a 2.6 pit stop, obviously, it's a 9.1 pit stop, and we've got a McLaren of Fernando Alonso right in front of me, and I think Alonso might just about be inside the top 10. So after everybody has done his pit stops, I think Fernando will be close to the top 10, and even though he's currently in P17 and I'm in P18, I think he's gonna be in the top 10, and I believe we're gonna be in P11. But we've got Ricciardo behind us, and now we're gonna make our first legit move. Apart from the guys that have made a box, it's on Carlos Sainz, and it's gonna be a pretty easy move up the inside into turn 1. No lockups or anything, just an easier clear move. And ahead of me, it's not Fernando Alonso. It was Van for a second, but before Van as Ricciardo is attacking me, we've got Hülkenberg to overtake. But firstly, I've got to defend from Daniel Ricciardo, who is still there. Like, we've been fighting with Ricciardo for quite a while. Even though he's made that mistake, he's still there trying to fight with me there. And he goes up the inside into turn 1 again. Let's see, he's going to make the move stick. I'm still on the inside. Ricciardo makes the move stick for the time being, but I'm going to try and stick behind him, get the slipstreaming, and probably go for a move around the outside into turn 4. Going for that great exit. Ricciardo is going to hold on to the inside and complete the move there. No chance for me getting Ricciardo back at the moment. Probably back into the start finish straight with the ERS being on overtake mode. So let's see, are we closing on to Ricciardo? He slightly goes onto the inside. I'm also going to the inside line. We don't make contact, even though I come very close to him. It's a very good, very exciting battles with Ricciardo currently, even though we are still in 14th position. And now up the inside of down Ricciardo. Is that going to be a move stick for me? Still not. We are side by side to those fast corners now. Is he gonna back out? Yes, he is. We make the move stick up into P13 again. And all I've got to say is that we have some really exciting battles here. Me and Daniel Ricciardo. And now he's going again for the move on lap 24. And is he gonna make it stick? Of course he is. But the problem with Ricciardo is he gonna be able to defend his position right now? And for the time being, it seems like he's going to defend it, because he had a great exit through those turn 1 and 2. But on lap 25, I'm not done with him. I've got DRS again. He moves slightly to the inside again. I move also to the inside. Same situation as on lap 23, if I'm correct. And we came very close to him again. Now we make the move up the inside, not around the outside. And this time I think we've got to complete the move up the inside. Slight contact with his side, but there. Fair and square battle here with Daniel Ricciardo. It is amazing since that battle with Daniel. And we made once again the move stick on lap 25s. And right in front of me I've got Hülkenberg and the Sauber. But as you can see, I'm very close to them. But that's only going to give me 11th position as I have predicted. And we're probably going to be outside the top 10, because Alonso is going to be in the top 10. So we're now going to try and go for the double move. Both Hülkenberg and me going to overtake Ericsson and down into turn 1. I think we are just about going to complete a double move into turn 1, as we're now up into 11th position. And ahead of us we got Van Dorn, but he's something like 7 seconds ahead of me, so there's no chance I could overtake him in only 2 laps. So that front wing change has probably costed me a point finishing position and my risky move on KIMI. But on the penultimate lap, Ricciardo isn't going to give up so easily. He's made the move stick and he's back onto 11th position. I know this isn't a battle even for the points, but I'm really enjoying my fight here with Daniel Ricciardo at the time being. And as we now go into the final lap, I'm gonna activate my DRS, go for an easy move, and make the move stick onto the final lap. And let's just see if Ricciardo has got something to say in this final lap, and gonna try and overtake me onto the final lap. You never know. Now onto the final back straight. Is Ricciardo going to try something? I'm gonna choose the inside line, going defensive onto that final corner. Ricciardo going around the outside. Is he gonna hold it onto around the outside? He's not. Just about. And that's gonna be P11 for us. For an honestly disappointing result.
It just wasn't our day today.
disappointing result for me. That's all I've got to say.
So here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
And let's just congrats again Ferrari, you know, they've won another race this time with Seb. So yeah, I think they're still first in the constructors, and KIMI I think is still first in the driver standings, but by just like 3 points. So congratulations to KIMI and to Ferrari and to Sebastian for winning the Grand Prix. As for us, a disappointing result, even though we started from 7th position. And what I was afraid of is the fact that I don't really know how the McLarens, even though they've pitted twice, they overtook us. So I think I've lost time with that wing change. We've lost something like 5 seconds, and that's probably where I lost a lot of time, and also to my battles with Dan and Ricciardo. But disappointing result. As for Kevin, congratulations to Kevin for finishing in 8th position and getting the points for the Haas F1 team on this race. So, you know, congratulations to Kevin. We're still leading the rivalry with him, and I'm happy about that. Also, congratulations to Charles Leclerc, if I'm correct. He finished in P7, and I think he did a one-stop. So, congratulations to Charles, you know, getting the first points for Alfa Romeo Sauber. As you can see, resource points 3,920. Don't worry, upgrades are coming. Probably in the next episode I will do some upgrades on the aerodynamic side of the car, on the aero package of the car. As you can see, my reputation with other teams has dropped, apart from Renault, so thanks Renault for that. And yeah, Charles Leclerc, incredible performance in Bahrain, giving 6 points to the Sauber team. As for us, we're still in 7th position, equal points to Sergio, but I want to up my game. I want to fight with Max, because let's just face it, he's only 2 points ahead of me, and I want to fight also with the Force Indias. But I mean, my main rival currently, I think it's Nico Hulkenberg in the Renault, so probably even like we should also select a rival, you know, to get, I think, more XP or resource points. I don't really know about that, but I think we're going to gain something if we select a rival and we beat him. But for the time being, that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe in the channel if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, and until the next video, guys, which is probably going to be again F1 2018, I'll see you next one. Goodbye, guys.